Your show is called Love Letters to Skateboarding. You love skateboarding. I love skateboarding like an awful lot. Like I'm kind of crazy about it. And so when I'm skateboarding, like, you know, I don't really like to hear bickering because I want to go and do the skateboarding. I don't want to hear about like, you know, what's popular or what's going to happen. You know, I want to be the person making the shit happen. Yeah. You know what I mean? I don't want to be the person, you know, I want to be who they're talking about. I don't want to like hear the people talking.
Yeah. Sam, I appreciate what you do. You got to represent your crew. You don't want bad style. Yeah. You don't want to be a buzz killer.
I really think it's that person's energy is basically like expelled on their board, you know? And you can tell what's real and what's kind of like added on.
Drugs, pure and simple. It's adrenaline OD. It's scaring the shit out of yourself and coming back from the edge. And you're doing it on a little tiny four-wheeled toy that hovers about 4.5 inches off the ground. You know, and if you can bomb down a hill at 45, 50 miles an hour and come out the other end unscathed, you're going to be... And that beats any speedball. I speak from fucking experience.
It just refreshes everything. Like in the same way that someone might go out for a jog, it's just way more extreme, way more quick into it. Like you can be running and still like thinking around in your head. But if you're like running from a lion, you know, and skateboarding puts you in that running from a lion a little easier than other things without endangering others. And that danger is so beneficial. Like I'm sure people in jiu-jitsu and boxing get a similar feeling, but like you don't have to have an opponent in skateboarding. I seriously see skateboarding, and especially going after a specific hard trick, as me fighting with myself. Hey, break!
Do you know why skateboarding is special when it comes to sports programming? Do you know why no other sport can do what skateboarding can do when it comes to sports programming for kids? Because traditional sports all rely on man-made threats and skateboarding relies on natural threats. Traditional sports, if you don't practice, you don't get to play. If you don't win, you must be a loser. Those are man-made threats. Skateboarding, if you fall, you will get hurt. If you don't dedicate yourself, you won't get the trick. Those are natural threats. Natural threats work for kids who have been traumatized. Man-made threats do not work for kids who have been traumatized. So when we advocate for skate programming, it's not just advocating for something fun, something new, something different. Skateboard programming still works for all the kids who benefit from traditional sports programming, but it also works for the kids who don't benefit from traditional sports programming. And those are the kids who need it the most.
You know, sports and shit, I was never into it, but when my parents made me play, they would tell me hey, you can't do it this way, you gotta do it this way. Or you play now or you don't play at all. And I was like, fuck this. And that's why I love skateboarding, because nobody told me how to do it or any of that.
Kids kind of find a passion instead of focusing on drugs and alcohol. Yeah.
You
like
skated
what helps me, you know?
they do to help kids find stuff to do with their lives.
Right.
And not be
Exactly.
turds.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, you got to. As a natural born turd, if I wasn't directed into skateboarding or you know, like soccer, anything that if I hadn't have found one, guaranteed bad times were coming, you know?
100%.
And I feel like a lot of kids can be saved by skateboarding, especially skateboarding, because if you're a frustrated youth, you don't like being told what to do. In sports, like mainstream sports, you got a coach and they usually get a little bit of a chip on their shoulder and they kind of talk to you like a cop.
Yeah.
Not like a thing that I really want to be a part of. Skateboarding, you can make it all yours.
100%.
And
no
it's like a lifesaver thing, because to me, it was always my choice to do any.
Anyways, I'm calling out to you, the people that try to buy my artwork on the internet. There's fake artwork. It's not real. It's in Japan. They sell it on eBay. Just be very cautious of the artwork you buy that's supposedly mine, because a lot of it is fake. And I'm having an art show coming up in Japan. It's called No Trouble.
Eu pensei em mim, eu pensei em ti, eu chorei por nós. It's like, man, skateboarding changes you in ways that you could never essentially try or go learn in a few sessions. It comes from years and years of getting back up. It changes you from inside, not from here. In the same way, the culture of it. You know a skater, you didn't have to say much. And it's not just what you wear, and there's just something to them, you know. And that's that tacit knowledge, that bit you can't put your finger on. That's what we have and share. A research doctor came to me. So he was a doctor and a scientist, okay? Combined, like a double PhD guy, in the hardest things you can imagine. And he goes, you know, 99% of scientific researchers, from my perspective, they're not that good. Because there's only that 1% that it takes a quality to reach into the unknown and to do what's not safe or guaranteed. This is what you guys do all the time. It comes from getting up. I wish we could teach that. I wish skaters would become scientists, because then we would have more great scientists. All of these qualities, all of them I take from skating.
You learn how to just endure.
That's what I was going to say.
Just fall.
I had a full scuffle on the playground in elementary school, and this dude pinned me down. He's way bigger than me. And this dude pinned me down, and he just started punching, and I was laughing at him. And he got so mad that he quit.
Yeah.
And it was more like, I
wouldn't recommend
know
that
this pain.
move all
What's
the
that?
time. I wouldn't recommend that to everybody else for their self-defense, but that did
No,
work
but
for you.
I didn't have any other, you know what I mean? I had no resources. I had no training. I just had skating.
Right, because you're
and
so
I knew the
used
pain
to
of
it.
skating, and I was like, come on, dude. And I was laughing, and then he was like, that's all I got. And then he got up and left.
This one's always painful.
My new snow base. Holy cow. Yeah, this is pretty big. One of the biggest ones.
What we have here is the finger flip lean to tail. A traditional transition trick. This can be done in a backyard pool, vert ramp, mini ramp, up an extension, over a channel, alley-oop. Should be done with care. You screw this turkey rotisserie chicken up. Next thing you know, you're on the flat bottom, coughing up teeth. Anyway, approach the edge with your hand in the pay me position. Flip the board to you so the board comes towards your body while your body's going away. So it kind of like a rotisserie chicken, as I said earlier. You landed, and the party starts. Just don't hang this one out to dry.
A couple of months ago, I took a slam on my elbow. We had it in the hall of meat, and I fucked up my elbow pretty bad. I'm gonna show you what it takes to keep skating for a long time. This one, I broke the bursa sack, so the whole thing fucking fell apart. So now I got these band-aids on here. Now see, that's the way it's all slimy. It's all fucking, it was an open wound. Now, I gotta take this thing out. Now see how deep that is? It's pulling on this thing. I have to repack it. You got it? As you can see, it's leaky. Now it's a problem. And I'm going to Europe. So this is what I got to do. Check this out. This is the gnarly spot. Okay, put some gooch on there. Nice and easy. I mean, I got doctors and shit. I got hella doctors, right? You take one of these. This is what the plug looks like that I got, like this. Put it in there on top. This is a toothpick. Homemade psychic surgery. Twist it a little bit. Don't put it too far, because the thing will fucking clog out. Oh, there you go, perfect. There you go, see, gone. The whole thing it's inside me. I can't feel it because it broke the fucking bursa. I let it air out a little bit. Like I said, this is just another monster. You know, I got this one too, but these are both, that's 38 years of skateboarding. But this one is a bitch right here. So if you ever have to do it, that's how you do it. You gooch it up, slam it in there, let it dry out a little bit. I use a little pumice stone on there when I'm in the bathtub. My doc says, he goes, if I went for plastic surgery, and that's what he said, he goes, I'll cut it from here to here and scrape the whole fucking thing. I said, I'd be out for how long? He goes, 6 months. 6 months. We don't got time for that. So I'm building a better beast as we...
Like I feel like if you don't let kids like figure it out for themselves, they become adults who like get on Lime scooters and die.
Yeah.
die. Like, whatever. We laugh at it. Like, you got to take the power out of it. Like, that's why it's good. That's why skateboarding's good, because you can fucking die. Like, it hurts.
Slamming is definitely the main thing in skating. It's like they call people professional skateboarders, but you still spend 99% of the time face down on the ground, and then you have to get back up and do it again.
Please let us know the trick that you're demonstrating, bro.
This trick is called the spaghetti western. Rock fakie or a subset slide, Malibu style to fakie thruster. Front foot positive sweeper.
That's sick, man. Who taught you that bullshit?
I learned it at Cal Aspo in 1980.
Okay, keep it hard, man. Yo, man. I heard you're from fucking like Cherryville, Picker up in Minnesota.
I'm from Riverside.
You're from Rough Hood.
Riverside.
Yeah, OC.
No, Pablo.
IE and then Empire, dog. Riverside.
Riverside.
I don't know, man. Fucking bean plants. Fuck, man, it made you question everything, man. Punk rock, skateboarding, all of that, everything that came together at once for me, it made me question the world around me and made me want to know about things. When before that, I didn't give a shit about knowing about shit. Skateboarding will open up the world to you. I learned everything I know about life, which isn't much, because of my skateboard.
If you're not skating with your friends, you're wasting time. These are the memories you'll make for the rest of your life. Whatever you do with it, that's your business. But right now, having fun with your friends is what makes you the person you are.
It's about a couple of kids being like-minded, finding one another, and fucking walking out their front door and exploring the world around them and how they view it. Right? Like, there it is. And having fun.
Coming up that tranny backwards, you better be ready. So you fakey ollie, peek out, and instead of just coasting it by the coping, you slap that baby to rail and drive it home. Burying it is the hardest part because you put it all on the line right there. Death or glory. Were you to succeed in this trick, the jubilation of riding through the vert is a wonderful feeling. I often say it, much like life, take that shit to rail. It's a pretty good way of looking at life.
Oh, I'd be dead. I mean, I had skateboarding in my life and I almost ended up dead, so. I tried to go to the gym. I don't get it, you know? I don't want to go play racquetball.
If that's been your only coping mechanism your entire fucking life, what the fuck are you gonna do? What am I gonna do when I'm, like, if I make it to 70 or 65 or 60? Because, like, I don't have the body. I'm not Tony Alva.
When father bought the farm, we sold the farm. Stuck his blood for rustic charm. Sold his ghost as an antique to the city. And kids today can't hold a spade. Rest in peace, your weary trades. In this world there is no place, such a pity. Well, the barman shakes his head and fills my glass. Says we're living in the past. Why preserve a dying craft and its misery? We sigh and say another modern man one of property, not land. So I'll hold out this battered hand. Will you listen?
We're talking about a group of dudes, in my opinion, the guys before us, that did stuff that was more important, if not as important, and more just amazing than people are doing now, because it's never been done, and no one responding to it. There's nothing about it. There's no money in it. And you know deep inside what you're doing is hugely important, and so the only war you can have is amongst yourself, because no one else is paying attention.
Runs on gas but looks like oak. Hell, it even gives off smoke and glowing embers. There's a quill hung on the wall, reads home sweet home, below some wise words from Thoreau. And they call me a throwback when I cry. Remember, come sit down, we're lamenting about yesterday's sad ending, about the water in a whiskey. The brass passed off as gold, another round. We're descending into old time memory of a day when wood was wooden, silver, gold was gold, sweet home was home. Son, these tools are artifacts. Endangered species left its tracks. So lock me up behind plastic glass in the city. There's no going back for me. This antique's rustic eulogy shall be sold as folk artistry. Such a pity. But I'll never understand why they all long to use those hands to build a stead that will always stand in old-time country, but settle for white rooms and hollow doors, paper ceilings, padded floors, luxury boxes where you're stored in what was country.
We were a bunch of fucking nerds. We were weirdos. We were fucking social outcasts. We were the fucking people that nobody wanted to be, doing things that nobody wanted to do and that nobody understood. We need to remember that skateboarding is the best fucking thing on earth, and that I am so grateful to have been a part of a group of fucking individuals that helped to shape and form it, you know? And it hurts me to see it fucking sold down the river for fucking pennies on the dollar. It hurts me, physically makes me ill.
A day when wood was wooden, silver, gold was gold, sweet home was home.
Thruster to sweeper, right? That's what you call it.
I never had a name for it, so that totally works for me.
I like it.
Going for it with no grab just feels to me like you're in no man's land, throwing it up there willy-nilly, and it just seemed like there would be a variety of bales, all of which could be emotional.
This is Jesus Christ crucified to a dollar sign.
Butterfingers. What if I just sit here for 12 minutes and don't say anything and just stare at the camera? Would we get views? Would that be art?
I'm giving you fucking gold and you're giving me grief. I'm fat as fuck. Right. He was over it before he even went for it, and in between was art. that quote or what it is. Jay Adams.
It's no longer the thing that you know, the little candle in the corner that we were keeping the wind from blowing out. You know, now it's this kind of, you know, this little house fire that's getting ready to turn into a raging forest fire.
Turn this shit off and go skate.
Sorry if I offended any of you, but again, fuck you. This has been Jeff Grosso for Love Letters.